Everybody, Mike Tenney here at the Tenney School, and we are here to do something new today, a video blog. And I appreciate Miss Bailey joining me for this video blog. In fact, this is live and take two. The first one didn't go so well, so we are trying it again. We actually only got like half of the presentation last time, so we're going to do this again. The idea behind these video blogs is we are trying to present information that families and educators would find useful and helpful for trying to get their students to achieve more academically. And it is live, so we're going to make mistakes, and we're just going to kind of roll with it. So hopefully you guys will get something out of this today. What we're going to talk about is why students do not ask questions in class. And when we thought of this topic, we thought Miss Bailey would be the perfect person to talk about this, because she does a really good job with her students establishing rapport. And so without further ado, we just wanted to take you into why students don't ask questions in class. So tell me, what are the reasons why you think why students don't ask questions?
I think generally it just comes down to fear. Students are afraid in a classroom. They're afraid of being made fun of by their peers. They're afraid of looking stupid, especially. They're afraid of asking the wrong question, the wrong time. And they're also afraid, I think, of criticizing the teacher. Mm-hmm. They might think that asking a question is showing that maybe the teacher didn't do his or her job.
Okay.
But really just fear, I think mostly of looking stupid, quite honestly, for a student.
Okay. All right. That's great. And, I would say all of us adults have been students in one way, shape, or form. And I think we're all obviously aware that there have been times where I have not asked questions that I should have. So I think a lot of people kind of understand this and grasp it. I like the way you kind of brought it all down to fear, and that being kind of the root cause. There's a lot of different varieties of that fear, but I think that's a good way of describing it. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the reasons why students wouldn't ask questions in class. What are the consequences behind that?
I mean, the biggest one in the school setting is going to be gaps in knowledge. So if they don't ask questions for clarification, then they obviously don't understand that topic. And then it builds and builds, and they don't understand the next topic that stems from that, especially in math. And then they get more and more lost. Mm-hmm. And then also, if they don't have the confidence to speak up, and then they don't have the knowledge, they're going to feel dumb, they're not going to feel secure in speaking out loud, and their self-esteem is going to plummet.
Okay, great.
I think that's the biggest. And then outside of school, like later on in life, there'll be more consequences. If I don't ask you questions at work, then I might not do my job well. Mm-hmm. And also relationships, everything, you have to ask questions for clarification.
Okay,
it's very important.
So not asking a question in class can lead to gaps in knowledge, which will become achievement problems for students academically, things that they don't understand. But it's also a bad habit for people to form, which will have later consequences in life. If they don't develop a habit of asking questions when they have them in work, at home, relationships, there's always going to be consequences. Okay, so there are reasons why students don't ask questions in class. There are consequences. What are the solutions that we as educators can apply to overcome this problem?
I think the biggest thing is from day one, establishing a learning environment where the students feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. They know that they're not going to be made fun of, they're going to be respected by their peers and their teacher alike, that there's not going to be any disruptions in class, ideally. Mm-hmm. And also, I think if you can establish a rapport, a more personal rapport with your student, you get to know them a little bit and you know what makes them feel comfortable, that will help. And that can be difficult in a larger classroom. So you can also give students like a time, like maybe at the end of class, the last 5 minutes, it's open to questions. So students will feel comfortable knowing that everybody is going to do that. And it's not just going to be individualized.
Okay, that's good. Well, so I think as educators, it's really important that we create an environment where students feel comfortable asking questions in class. And I think we all know there's big consequences to that. And basically you're saying comfort and rapport are kind of the two biggies. If your students feel comfortable with the educational environment that you have created for them, if it's orderly, if there's respect, they'll be more willing to overcome that fear and ask those questions. And then obviously the teacher, if you have a good rapport with your student,
that's critical.
They will feel comfortable approaching you with the question.
Yes.
So I like what you have done there, the way you've categorized these things. And I thank you for going out on a limb and doing this first video blog with me.
Absolutely.
We are planning on doing some more of these on different topics, so stay tuned, and you will see some different things that we're going to present. And we hope to find topics that are helpful and useful and interesting to our parents and our students and other educators. So stay tuned for that. If you would like to find more about the Tenney School, please look us up online at tenneyschool.com, and you can always give us a call to find out more about our school. We're a school that teaches one-to-one, so this question of students asking, problem of students asking questions isn't generally one that we run into because of the format that we have as a school. But we'd be happy to talk to you more about our school if you'd like to learn more.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for tuning
you.
in. We'll talk to you later.